real agitated. Montrezl Harrell, you a sellout. You a sellout. Wow. That had to be the most utterly embarrassing, pathetic loss ever, bro. There were people Lakers fans saying they were going to no.
So you see how you how your voice just got lower? It's your fault. He was a cancer when he was a cancer when Kawhi.
Am I wrong?
You're absolutely wrong. You're wrong.
How am I wrong? Feel like with us, y'all don't give us that respect.
Oh no, that's what I was about to say. Do you believe the Clippers will win this year? Yes or no? Lie.
Yes.
Lie.
7.
Lie. It's a 1.
I'm asking you the question.
Is the duo better?
It's my turn to ask questions. Oh God, not the glasses.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's happening. It's the fact he decided to join. It's the fact that he even accepted the call from me. I'm very shocked that he even dared. Very bold. So let's give him a round. Very bold. Because I don't know what possibly, he said he had to pull up some stats. What stats could possibly favor you? So introduce yourself. What's going on?
All right. What you call your subs, man? Let me know.
Splash Squad.
All right, Splash Squad. What's going on? It's your boy Mighty Great, man. Biggest Clippers fan in the world. Not Clipper Darrow. I'm just slept on right now. But we on the
he ducked me. He ducked me. He was going to do a thing, and he ducked me.
I don't back down. Me and the Great Gang don't back down. What's so crazy? A lot of my subscribers are Laker fans, but they love me.
You know what it is? It's not that. It's like it's sometimes, okay, like, when you feel bad for somebody, you know what I mean? And you just like, that's kind of probably the vibe that they're getting, So it's not like, it's just more so they're feeling bad, like a charity type of event that's probably what it was. But all right, so we got to discuss because
wait, before this interview starts, I just want to say this conversation will be non-biased and it'll be nothing but facts.
Nothing but facts. Is that so?
Yeah,
Is that so? Okay. So let's start off with your dismal team, your dismal season. How are you feeling right now on a scale of 1 to 10 about your team as a whole? How are you feeling?
Being as though we have had the hardest record to start the season, I would say. Starting out with a record of 7-4. Some losses, I'm a little bit concerned about, but not too much. Because, for example, the Dallas loss, we might have lost by 50, which was embarrassing. But
Dallas... Hold on. You said this was going to be facts, right? You lost by 50. You lost by 51.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. 51. Correct me. Correct me. I'm sorry. 51. If that makes it feel better.
Yeah.
We lost by 51, but Dallas came out hot. It was a lid on the basket for us, and it is what it is.
Dallas came out hot.
Yeah, they came out hot.
I think we had just beat them the last night prior, but regardless, keep going.
I mean, you guys also lost to us, so
on ring ceremony night, we were getting rings. Go ahead, keep going.
Whatever. Keep going. But anyway, as far as I have a record of 7-4. We're a top 3 seed in the Western Conference. There's no complaints here. I mean, Lou Will a little bit. He's concerning me, but besides that, I'm okay.
Okay, top 3 seed. Top 3 seed. I'm just trying to figure out in my head because I don't know like the order. Truthfully, I literally like when I tell you I have no idea who's first in the West. No, wait. Before you say it, I have no clue, guys. Literally have no idea who's first in the West. So I just want to know, like, do you know, by the way? Like, did you check?
No, but I have a strong feeling that it's either you guys or the Suns.
Wait, us? No, it couldn't. No, it couldn't be us. There's no way. Let me look. Oh, it is It's us. I'm sorry. No, Maya the Great. I didn't mean to. I wasn't trying to brat. Yeah, it's us.
But you know what's crazy though?
What?
You guys have 3 losses. Who are the 3 teams you lost to again? Well, what's the first team you lost to?
The first team we lost on ring ceremony night. Coming off of getting rings, very fatigued, right? I mean, we actually played the bubble all the way out. Our bubble didn't get popped, amen. So,
but that wasn't the question.
No. Okay, but I'm just giving a little context. And so we weren't physically ready. We were mentally ready. That kind of bit us in the butt. So we lost to the Clippers, who was the second seed. Never passed second round Clippers.
And speaking, I'm sorry to cut you off, but just speaking of, some of your losses, I want to actually, you're the host. This is, your video or whatever like that. But I want to take it back just a little bit to last season.
Absolutely.
We played 3 games, right? Yeah. Opening night,
Mm-hmm.
no Paul George. We beat you convincingly.
Right.
We had Christmas night.
Mm-hmm.
Good game. You guys put up a good fight. Patrick Beverly swaps the ball up our hand. The call goes our way. However you want to put it, we won that game as well. Third game.
Mm-hmm.
You won.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna ask you, as a Laker fan, I'm gonna ask you this: Avery Bradley doesn't hit 5 threes. Do y'all win that game?
So we're doing the what ifs.
Matter of fact, if you don't mind, can you look up Avery Bradley's stats from last season and see how many threes he averaged?
See, here's the crazy part is that he's not on my team anymore. I have no idea what's going on. I don't even know how to spell his name. So I couldn't even type it in if I tried.
Okay, but what I'm trying to bring up here is, technically, in my opinion,
right,
you guys have one convincing win over us, and that was the first game of the bubble, where LeBron got the rebound, put it back up, and then he stopped Paul George, which he fouled Kawhi, by the way. We can run the tape back if you want to look at it. He really grabbed his hand, and you can't lie and say that he didn't, because he did. Okay. Everybody says it. So in my opinion, you guys have one convincing win over us. So as a Laker fan, are you confident? Really?
Am I confident? First of all, I love that question, because the crazy part is everything that you're saying is was. This game was last season. This was.
I mean, we want to talk about this season.
Everything is was.
But I lost this season. You want to talk about this? This year? This year?
Was.
No, there was no
was.
This year.
See, all I'm hearing is a was. It's like you're a DJ. Was. DJ was. The crazy part. No. Let me tell you something, because you're assuming, you're still talking about, you're still hooked on Avery Bradley. That's what Clipper fans' problem is. You never know how to advance, move forward. You're stuck on Avery Bradley. He's been gone out. He's been out of here for how long? We got Dennis Schroeder. We got the beast, the manimal, Montrezl. Oh. Are we talking about averages? He's only averaging 14?
Yeah, and Trez only averaging 13. What were they doing last season?
Hey, well, let's look at one of your stars you dropped a bag on. Dropped a bag and fixed my teeth. Let's look at some averages for you.
You want to look at Paul George?
No, let's look at no. Let's look at the man, the myth, the legend himself. You dropped a bag on him in free agency.
Which one, Morris or Kennard?
Luke Kennard.
Go ahead.
And you have the nerve to bring up averages with me. Luke Kennard is averaging 8 points, ladies and gentlemen. 2 rebounds, ladies and gentlemen. 1 assist, ladies and gentlemen. How much did you spend on him?
I believe it was 64 was no. Well, it was 64, wasn't it?
It was around 60
or 61 or something.
It was around 60. Now, that's crazy. So you said you're talking about my players only averaging only, but come on. You dropped a bag on him. We giving Wesley Matthews the minimum.
But what is he doing for y'all?
He's averaging the minimum. And we gave him the minimum. We gave him the minimum, and he's averaging
the minimum.
But you guys you dropped a $60 million bomb on Luke Kennard. What about Lou, lemon pepper wing Lou? 6 man like I'm Lou. What's going on with Lou?
Well, here's the thing. What's going on with Lou is, I feel like people, especially Laker fans, because they're the cancerous ones. They have a tendency to, not look at the bigger picture.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is, we all know Lou Williams is a streaky scorer. Lou Williams is not Kevin Durant. He's not Klay Thompson. He's not going to somebody just come out there most of the time, but not all the time, will he come out there and give you 30 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lou Williams is a streaky scorer. You can look at his whole Clipper years.
Right.
He had games where he only went through, 9 points a game. Only had games where he averaged 24 a game. People like to look at that playoffs against Golden State, where that was probably his best form, and be like, "Oh, Lou Williams supposed to do this. Lou Williams supposed to do that." But throughout his whole career, Lou Williams has always been a streaky scorer. So now that people are seeing it because we're on a bigger stage because we have 2 stars and we will win the championship, people are looking at it as in like Lou Williams supposed to just do this every night. But Lou Williams has always been a streaky scorer. That's just that. And that's facts.
So you said you will what?
Win the championship.
So y'all said that last year.
Yeah, we did.
And the year before that.
We surely did.
And the year before
and
the year before that.
I could have swore when LeBron signed with the Lakers the first year, they were like, we're going to win the championship. There were people, Laker fans saying they were going to beat the Warriors. No. There were Laker fans saying y'all was going to beat the Warriors with Lonzo Ball and Kyle Kuzma. And tell me if I'm wrong.
It's funny you bring up the Warriors. You just lost to the bottom of the league Warriors. You did.
Are they really the bottom of the league right now? Have you checked their standings? Have you checked their standings? Should we pull up the facts? Because if I'm not mistaken, they're the 6th seed in the Western Conference. That's not the bottom. Let me
see. Well, yeah, for us, that's the bottom. For us, that's pretty far down. You know what I mean? But let's be honest. You lost to the Warriors with Kelly Oubre.
That's fine.
No. How was that fine?
Well, because it's a regular season game. Number one.
Okay, sorry. No, you guys just lost. Sorry. And I don't know. I don't know about that. And it's funny how you're saying just a regular season game, but you guys act like opening night is a championships every single year. I mean, you've been winning the opening night matchups, but we've been winning the war. Understand there's a battle and there's a war. You're winning small battles, but we're winning the war. And why is that? And we're in the same conference as you. We're coming out on top. Why is that?
Two things. One, it's a regular season game. What I mean by that is it's a regular season game, meaning literally any games that's not either the Denver Nuggets, the Los Angeles Lakers. Let me see here. I mean, there's really not any other period in the West, to be honest. That Dallas is Dallas. I mean, to be honest,
Dallas is Dallas.
Any game that's concerning the people that we're going to meet in the playoffs are the ones that matter. Now, granted, you do need these regular season games to build chemistry and things like that. But if you lose them, it's not the end of the world. Because let's just say if you guys were to lose to the Charlotte Hornets whenever you play them, right? Nobody's going to be tripping like, oh, the Lakers, they're falling apart. Is LeBron the same player?
You guys do though.
Who? Not me.
The media does. Oh, yeah,
that's the media. That's what they get paid to do. Real people like me, listen, I know y'all going to be there at the end. I'll give y'all that respect. I will give y'all that respect that the Lakers are going to be there at the end. And they're going to have to be a team that we have to play in order to get where we want to be. But I feel like with us, y'all don't give us that respect.
Oh, no.
I don't.
That's what I was about to say.
That's the problem. Because why? You guys always say, oh, we like to look at the past. Like you just told me 5 minutes ago, we're talking about last season. This year, we're a good team. Not only that, this year, we've actually been one of the hottest teams. And we had the toughest schedule. You can look at our first games of the season and see that we had the toughest schedule out of anybody. And let's debate that. So we can run down all the teams we played in the beginning and see that the toughest schedule.
At the end of the day, you're absolutely right. I give you guys no respect. You want to know why?
Why?
Why should I? Have you shown me any? No. Have you shown me any reason in the how long have y'all been existing? 50 years, 40 some odd years in the league, or was it longer? God forbid it was longer.
I think it was 53. I think.
Goodness.
Something like that.
53 years in the league. You haven't passed the second round once. Why should I respect it?
People are always coming at us about, oh, you guys are a piece of trash franchise, this, and that. But we haven't had the ability, I should say, to get one of those.
Why is that?
Because we either didn't draft well or nobody wanted to come to us until the last year.
Okay, so you see how your voice just got lower? It's your fault.
It's not our fault.
Why not?
It's actually Donald Sterling's fault.
It's your fault.
But
why not?
Our fault.
Why not?
Because you guys have had great ownership since you guys existed.
Oh, okay.
We haven't had great ownership until.
And whose fault is that? Whose fault is that?
That's the organization's fault, if you want to call it.
That's Maya the Great's fault.
How's that my fault?
That's your fault.
How's that my fault?
Because what do you mean? Everything can't be nobody's fault. You guys just don't execute. Because guess what? You've had great teams. Lob City.
I am a diehard Clippers fan. I'm here to tell you right now, I never thought we were a contender. You know why? Because we never had a bench. We never had a bench. And people like to say that we had a big three with Blake, Chris Paul, and DeAndre Jordan. First of all, DeAndre Jordan was averaging 10 points and about 12 rebounds, right? Blake Griffin was only healthy for one season. The only season we really should have made it. So you're making that face because you know I'm right. You know I'm right.
No,
the
you know
only
why I'm
season
making
we
that
ever
face?
had a chance was 2015 when we blew the 3-1 lead to Houston. That's it.
You know why I'm making that face? Because I'm the only GOAT that would ever get somebody to come on the Zoom and roast their own team. His own team.
That's the difference between me and other Clippers fans. I'm real. I never thought we were a contender. People on ESPN, this show and that show, the Clippers. I remember back in, I think it was 2014, Stephen A. Smith was like, oh yeah, the Clippers are going to be at the top with the Thunder and the Spurs. No, we weren't. We used to only play like seven players, and that's facts. We played our starting lineup, Austin Rivers and Jamal Crawford. That's it.
Well, I can't say I disagree with you because I never thought they were a contender either.
So if you never thought they weren't either, then okay then.
But like when I say never, I mean like not even last season. That's the difference between me.
Wait, explain why.
Because
get into detail and break down why.
I'm gonna break down why.
Just saying that it makes no sense.
I'm gonna break down why.
The second best team.
I'm gonna break down why. And on paper, guess what? You can't take a paper into the game. Literally, they'll make you put it down before you check in.
Who was the second best team in the league last year?
Not you. Like you could say the Clippers, and then now the bubble changed it. Like, were they really the best? So I don't know. Only person that's been consistent through the entire season and bubble and everything dominating. So that's all I can say. I don't know the second because y'all all fall off, and that's not my fault. So I can't give that to you, and that's just unfortunate. But what I will say though is that everyone says on paper and on this, but it's these unseen elements. You guys have a great roster. You had a great roster. Took a couple of hits. Montrezl is now with us.
Ibaka is better than Trez.
Sorry. Okay. Well,
Ibaka is better than Trez.
Well,
Ibaka is better than Trez.
Well, you lost to Mavericks.
Well,
you lost by 51. Well, without Porzingis. What I'm saying is that the difference is those unseen elements. One of the biggest ones being chemistry. We have undoubtedly, and I said it last season, last season, we have the best chemistry, point blank. And any team could talk to me on that. We have the best chemistry. We had it last season. Same with this season.
I agree.
And the Clippers are simply coworkers that really don't even like each other. It's like a big game of Among Us, and somebody's the imposter.
So I have a question.
They all against each other, voting each other out every meeting. It's a fact.
Well, actually, Montrezl was the cancer, but that's beside the point.
Not true.
I have a question. Yes, it was true. Let me ask you a question because this is
he was the cancer.
Yes, he was the cancer. You can literally see already that we look better than we did last year just from two major moves. One, getting rid of Trez, somebody who can play defense.
You didn't get rid of Trez.
Trez was going to resign if we gave him the money. We didn't want him. He's trash. Period.
You didn't get rid of Trez.
We got rid of Trez.
He left you.
Did you not? He's your player now. Did you not hear in the interview? He said, "I want to be somewhere where I'm wanted." They didn't want me. Did he not say that? Because we can pull up the interview right now. We can pull it up.
All right. Okay.
We didn't want him. He was once the playoffs ended, he was going.
Okay.
We wasn't paying him the minimum. He was going. And for multiple reasons. One, I promise you, and I've seen it on Twitter all season long. You can go on Twitter after every Lakers game where y'all play a big man. They'll say, "What's going on with Trez? What's going on with Trez?" Because he gets fried by big men every time. Look what happened last year. Nikola Jokic cooked him. Point blank period. There's no argument.
What does this have to do with the team chemistry?
I'm trying to get to the point. But I got to make sure I break it down so that all your little crazy Laker fans can understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
The point is, Trez was the cancer. Trez didn't like what was going on with Paul George and Kawhi. I mean, personally, if I was on the team, I probably wouldn't like it either. But listen, you're superstars. You're not. It is what it is. Am I wrong?
You're absolutely wrong. You're wrong.
How am I wrong?
Because that's not how LeBron acts. You don't get to act like that just because you're a superstar. Who told you that? That's a Clipper lie. He's a leader off the court. He's going to speak. Kawhi doesn't speak. I'm pretty sure he just straight up uses sign language and braille. He doesn't speak. Number one. Number two. Number two, Paul George, he's every chance he gets, he'll blame everybody for a missed pass, everything but himself. He does that in every single game. He's always blaming people.
What you mean?
Missed it.
Paul George literally has took accountable for being trash.
No. He did that one game when it was just like, dude, it's all on you. You have to take accountability. But he literally, like, during games, that's stuff to pay attention to. Y'all overlook it, and that's why y'all be losing. It's actually team chemistry a lot of times. He legit will blame someone will miss a pass. It's just a bad pass by him, and he'll do this to people. He's saying this slick, shady stuff on podcasts. Like, what is wrong? Like, that's not leader behavior, and that's not superstar behavior. Same thing with Kawhi, choosing when to take games off. He's commuting from San Diego to, like, are you serious? Like, who?
I agree with the living situation. That's a little mess.
That's
but taking
come on.
Can we not agree here? Can we both not agree that Kawhi Leonard has injury problems with his knees?
You don't get to pick and choose like that. And you can see why teammates were frustrated. And that's why that little report came out and stuff. The people gossiping about him. You can see why teammates were frustrated with him, though. I'm saying, like, I get he has injury issues, but like someone like Anthony Davis, who has even more, a bigger reputation for being injured all the time. He's not over here like, I don't feel like I'm gonna stay up in San Diego. I don't feel like I'm gonna play in this game. Like, he's gonna show up to all the games. He's going to be attentive. He's gonna be locked in. We didn't see that by Kawhi, and he's supposed to be the team leader.
But I have a question. Even if Anthony Davis wanted to take those games off, do you honestly think that anybody on the Lakers bench would be like, bro, no, that's not fair? Let me ask you that. Do you honestly think if with anybody on the Lakers, your team right now, from Kalen Horton Tucker all the way to LeBron, would say, bro, that's not fair?
Don't put Taylor on the bottom like that. But no, I think we're so much of a family that they would, like, our chemistry is on another level. So I don't think anybody would get mad. I don't really know, because I mean, it depends. If it's like a game that we really need him and he's like, oh, I don't feel like it, I feel like people hold him accountable, like, nah. But they're not able to on that team because they're not a family. Y'all are coworkers. So when Kawhi tells you, hey, I'm not playing this game, it's like, oh, okay.
But they have to. Who and all the reports, who did all the lines lead to?
No, wait. You mean on the court issues, like for your guys' roster? Or are you talking about chemistry issues? Chemistry, a lot of the stuff was Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. Leonard, it was them too. I didn't see Montrez's name in there.
Who really had the problems? It was Trez. Trez was the one that had the problems.
Oh, problems with them?
Yeah, with them. Not like he had the problems with them. Like,
interesting.
Them taking the games
so
over stuff.
It'll be
Trez
interesting
was the one that had the problems with them.
It'll be. So how do you know it was only Trez?
Because when the reports came out, Pat Bev went on Twitter and was like, "Cat." Lou Will went on Twitter and was like, "Cat, you can look it up. I promise you can look it up. After the video, whenever you want to look it up.
I'll take
it up. They both said that's not true. Trez never came out and said anything.
But other teammates definitely didn't come out and say anything either. So it's not safe to just assume completely that it was only Trez. And like, we just have no proof of that. All I'm saying is what we know, it'll be interesting to see if Montrezl Harrell has the same things to say about the Lakers. Seeing what you've seen from him in the first couple of games, what do you think about their chemistry? Do you think it's better? Montrezl's chemistry is better with the Lakers than the Clippers? Maybe like off court and everything?
As far as on court performance and how he's playing basketball?
No, like off court too.
I don't really pay attention to off court, I'm gonna be honest. But on court, I mean, he's doing Trez things. He's rim running, he's doing what he does. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't think his points are as impactful for y'all as they were for us back when he was hooping. That's just my opinion. Okay. Like, I feel like if y'all didn't have Trez, y'all would still be pretty much where y'all are right now.
Okay, interesting take. But all I'm saying is, you gotta admit your guys' chemistry isn't good. It's just the bottom line.
I would say it's better this year than it was last year.
Probably.
And I also people like to just graze around it. But I also feel like Doc was an issue as well. A lot of people say Doc wasn't on the court. A lot of people do say that, but I feel like Doc was an issue as well.
I agree.
Rather that been, what rotations he was running or, with the offensive sets he was running, whatever. I feel like Doc was a problem as well.
I 100% agree. And that's another downfall for you, because guess what? We have Frank Vogel. Wesley Matthews just said he's the best communicating coach he's ever had. You know what I mean? So these are just things that I agree with you on, but I just can't really relate to you when I say, like, you know what I mean? I can't relate to you because that's just a you thing. For example, like not having any banners that's a you thing. Like, I can't relate to it. So it's like hard for me to like sit here and, discuss those types of topics with you just because I have to take your word for it because I've never experienced. You know what I mean? I've never experienced.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. I mean, I really can't relate to, not having a
Winning.
superstar and not being competitive. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I mean, after Kobe went out, you guys sucked pretty bad. But after Steve Kerr, we made the playoffs. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah,
but
that was a what, 4 or 5 year period? You have had a 53-year drought.
4 or 5 years. I mean, that's
53-year drought.
I mean, it's pretty. But we've never had a top 10 player in any of our years as a team. So,
and whose fault is that? So once again, we're just always going back to your franchise not quite being enough. Okay, so I have one last thing to do.
Let's get to it.
Okay, one last thing, because I feel like there have been some lies that you've been spewing. Okay,
me, like
yes.
Maya the Great.
Yes, I feel like you've been lying. So I'm just gonna come back here. I'm gonna just pause for a second. I'm gonna come back here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be ready to judge because I just feel like there have been some lies. So I just want you to say yes or no to some statements, and I'm just gonna see whether or not you're lying. And I'll be able to tell with what I'm about to do. Okay. You may be a little surprised, but just stay tuned. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
1 second. I just have to get something. You can say whatever you want in this time. Okay. Give me 1 second. You may be a little surprised. Okay. Hold on.
No problem.
All right. I'm back.
All right. Let's see.
Don't be alarmed. Just had to get into the right attire. Okay. Just wanted to make sure we're going to get to the bottom of this, Maya the Great. And I'm just going to figure out if you've been lying. Okay.
Okay. You're going to be asking me questions or what's going on?
I'm going to be asking you questions and I'm going to judge.
Okay.
I'm going to judge whether you've been telling the truth or lying. So,
yeah. All right, let's get into it.
I feel like you have been lying. Let me put on. Judges usually don't have big, clunky headphones. We're just gonna roll with it. I passed the bar last week, the bar exam last week, so I'm qualified to do this. If you were wondering, yeah, I was sworn in and everything. So,
all right.
I'm gonna ask you a few questions. Yeah, and that's it. A few questions, and I'm gonna let you go. Okay.
All right,
Number 1. Do you believe the Clippers will win this year? Yes or no?
Yes.
Lie. That's the first lie. Ladies and gentlemen, we just started. A lie.
I'm lying?
A lie. Already a lie. Next question.
Okay.
Do you think Paul George has it in him to step up this season? Yes or no?
Yes.
Lie. Another lie. Ladies and gentlemen. 2 quick lies, no truths.
And how are we judging this? How are you judging if I'm lying?
Well, understand that I just passed the bar. And understand that, do you see this?
So you understand that there will be some rookie mistakes. Okay, cool.
No. And when you see this, you don't just get this overnight. Okay? This was 2-day shipping. You don't get this overnight. This is earned. You see what I'm saying? So this has been, this is something that I've earned. Okay. Let's not question me. Let's worry about your team. So as a franchise, out of 1 through 10, how would you rate the Clippers as a franchise?
What are we talking? Wait. It's 2 different eras here. It's 2 different eras.
Oh, no. The whole thing, holistically, as a franchise.
1 through 10?
1 through 10, the Clippers as a franchise.
7.
Lie. It's a 1. Lie. Another lie. This is not surprising, ladies and gentlemen, but it is a little sad, seeming as though he said he was a real...
Next question.
Okay, next question. We're going to just skip to the next question. Do you honestly believe that as a duo, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George are on par with Anthony Davis and LeBron?
I do not.
What did you say? Oh, true. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him an applause. Truth. So you said that's not true.
But this is my lawyer talking for me. I'm not talking. It's my lawyer.
Okay.
This is Jeremiah, not Maya the Great.
Okay.
So put the paddle away.
Okay.
At their best, I do.
Lie. That rattled me, ladies and gentlemen. He just told the truth and turn around. Lie. That's all the Clipper fans know how to do is lie.
You didn't say the full quote. You didn't say the full quote.
I did say.
You said no. You didn't. You didn't say at their best. You didn't say at their best.
Okay, so you mean to tell me you think at the GOAT of the game's best and Anthony Davis best,
because
Kawhi Leonard at his best and Paul George at his best, they're on par.
The thing is with me, right? This is how I look at it. You know, this is just how me personally, how I look at it. Kawhi's not touching LeBron. I understand that. But I don't believe Anthony Davis is far from Paul George. 2 years ago, I thought Paul George was better than Anthony Davis. I might still think that now. And I'm going to just tell you for the simple fact that I do not believe that Anthony Davis is the guy you think he is.
Lie.
You think I'm lying? You lying. That's just me. I think Anthony Davis.
So, was Paul George in the running for Defensive Player of the Year, yes or no?
Not last year, but the year before his MVP year. Yes, he was.
I'm asking about last season.
No, he was not.
That's true. Now,
why are you beating him out?
Was Anthony Davis in the running for Defensive Player of the Year, yes or no?
Yes, he was.
True. Do you see the discrepancy with your statements right now? What about MVP runnings? Was Paul George even close? Was he even mentioned among the MVP?
No, he was not. True.
Was Anthony Davis or LeBron mentioned in MVP?
Both of them.
True. You see what's going on here is that I'm showing you with just stats. That's not me speaking. That was the stats speaking. That they were, in fact, deemed better in every aspect of the game, even defensively. And I thought that was your Defensive Player of the Year. Kawhi, the Claw. Same thing with Paul George. Two time. The stats are showing that on no front is Kawhi and Paul George better as a duo than LeBron and Anthony Davis. Let's just be honest. Even off the court, we can add off the court and we win in that too.
Well, I mean, if you want to look at, what they do against other teams, I guess you could say that. But let's just take a look at the Clippers and the Lakers from this year and last year. The Kawhi Leonard and Paul George have beaten LeBron and Anthony Davis 3 times to your 2 times out of 5 games. Does that not prove right there that when the Clippers and the Lakers play each other, that Kawhi and Paul George are better than LeBron and Anthony?
That wasn't the question.
Is the duo better? I'm asking you the question.
Is the duo better?
It's my turn to ask questions.
I'll let you ask the question, even though I'm the judge in this court, Your Honor. But you can go ahead and ask the question, and the answer to that is that extremely small sample size of 5 games out of a almost 81 game series. Did they play the full 81? I think it was shortened.
No, it was shortened.
But very large sample size of games that were clearly the better duo out of 5 games over the same opponent.
But those are the games that matter.
Oh, are they? Because I don't think you want to ring for that. I don't think you want to ring for that.
We were home in the second round.
So they didn't matter. They didn't matter.
They matter in this conversation.
Oh, okay. But this conversation doesn't win us rings, does it?
So, Your Honor, you're right.
You just told the truth. Wow. See what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, and this is just... I hated to do it, but it had to be done. But I do applaud you for even coming on here, because once again, you were a lot more rational than most Clipper fans. And I know the Clipper fans in the comments are going to hate to hear it, because you guys have been on here the whole time just cha. But you aren't as rational. Let's be honest. So I'll give you a hand, even though you did say some things that were off. And I think you kind of know, but you just kind of just went with it.
That was a little bias in me. It was a little bit of bias.
But it's okay, because we all have it. I might not have it, but I mean, everyone else has it. So
it's just, sometimes
I'll be off a little bit. It's okay. You can say it.
No, it's just sometimes, sometimes it's hard to, debate when you haven't won anything. But
Yeah. No. It was a losing battle. That's why I was like, the fact that you came on here like, I love it because it was no way you could, win with no accolades to your guys' name. You know what I mean? But just even being here was a huge. So, guys, I mean, honestly, check out his channel. You heard him here first. Even the Laker fans like it, and it's entertainment, guys. We love watching Clipper fans rage. It's top tier entertainment, be honest. So his link is in the description. Check him out. Okay. Any other social medias you want to shout out? Anything?
Instagram, you can follow me at Maya the Great. Somebody.
You rap? You don't rap?
No, I stay away from the music, man. I play video games, watch basketball, watch UFC. That's about it, bro.
Okay. I rap. So I was gonna say we could hop on a track, but if you don't rap, it's okay. I do a lot. I like rap, I judge, it's so much. I literally sometimes I just lose track. But anyway, I think we're about done here. We're gonna do a video on his channel, so check it out there too. I'll put that in the video as well. Thank y'all so much for watching.